Do you think that, Ernest, even when it comes to party communicators, you must also remain neutral?
No. They can't be.
Why?
Let me tell you why. The only reason why there is some proposition of neutrality is the referee cannot take a side.
True.
All other people on the field can decide to take sides. But the referee and his, how do you call them? The number 2 referee, those people we used to call the linesman, match commissioner, and all that, cannot be aligned.
Yeah.
So that the process will be seen to be very free and fair. That's all the proposition. But if there are other people who feel that, and whether you like it or not, it is an in-house process. The in-house process will be supported by people in-house. So why do we say that we are going for an election and every member of the party or all communicators should be neutral? But the people managing the process are who other people are proposing that people managing the process, at least, if for nothing at all, like you said, we used to say Aferijan has a vote. Yeah. You remember those days? That's what we used to say. So the electoral commissioner has a vote. Yeah. He will vote. Yeah. But we shouldn't see the electoral commissioner supporting John Dramani Mahama.
I get it. But you see, for us as media houses, right, we have a challenge with that. If, for instance, for NPP, say Duke Anyimedu or say Richard Ahiagba, whoever, decides to deploy somebody. And this for instance, if you take someone like Kisi, Adomaku Kisi, he says, I'm a Dr. Brian Champon person.
Yeah. And he has the right too.
No, he has the right. I don't have a problem with that. And Diapia Kubi says, I'm a Dr. Brian Champon person.
Exactly.
You have the likes of Stephen Amoa.
They say we are Canadian.
He said, I'm a Canadian Japan
person. They have the right too.
And I can give you a list of persons where they belong and so on. So if you come to Dr. Mahmoud Bamia, Miracles, Abronye, and a number of other
60 MPs, you remember we were discussing this last
week. Good. Yeah. Now, here's the thing. If Miracles Abronye comes on the show, and there are matters about, or there's an issue about the NPP, I want to talk about it. How do you expect Miracles to objectively, especially when it comes to these internal elections, how do you expect Miracles or Nana Komia or any of those communicators who have declared their intent, who have declared their stance or are aligned, how can they objectively, discuss this matter for our viewers to get the benefit of the richness of that discussion?
I don't know whether you got the question wrong or you said it on purpose. Okay. You said if there is a matter to be discussed
about the MPP and its internal elections.
So about which the MPP, everybody who has integrity. I am sitting here. You think I don't have somebody I'll vote for? Yeah. I sit here and we discuss MPP.
No, I'm talking about MPP's internal elections.
That's what I'm saying. We are discussing MPP internal election this morning. Okay. Yeah. Do you think I don't have anybody my heart goes for? Yeah, but I'm sitting here speaking for and on behalf of the MPP. Okay. Speaking about the MPP. If a Dr. Baumia conversation comes up, a Canadian Japan conversation comes up, and I am somebody with integrity, I will discuss it dispassionately, especially because we are on national TV. And then when I go back to my party office or my caucus or whatever, you are going to do proper internal politics. Look, I have been on several platforms saying the same thing. That every MPP member has the right to stand and has the right to align. True. The Constitution guarantees that. The main Ghana's Constitution guarantees the freedom of association. Our party Constitution guarantees that. Everybody has the right to do that. What I am saying is the party has sent me here to speak for and on behalf of the party, to defend the party's position and push the party's agenda forward. If I come and sit here and forget that the party sent me, that's why I said, I don't know whether you missed your question or you meant it. If you meant it, if I am to sit here and speak for and on behalf of the MPP, and come here and I am skewing the agenda to speak for Canadian Japan, Dr. Brian Champon or somebody, then I have disappointed my party that sent me here to put the party in the eyes of the public, because there are so many things happening. You see what we are discussing now? Is that what you think me as an MPP person wants to discuss, or Galam say that they fought a massive battle on and won the election on the had demonstrations? In fact, I am always calling out what's his name?
Professor Jampo?
Our friend, Professor Jampo.
Yes.
Because of the show we had that day. You understand? Calling him out because the kind of argument he put up. And now the rivers that you said are muddy. In fact, now are drying up. So they've gone beyond being mud to be rock.
Have you seen today's insight?
No, I haven't seen it.
There's no time for you to comment on it. But this is what today's
Is that illegal miners plea?
Yes.
Yesterday I held someone to this. I didn't even see it. But I held him to the fact that how do you prevent people from doing illegal mining? You think the military, we have been sending the military operation something. I have forgotten all the operations. We sent military, we sent police, we had special task force. Were they able to do it? In fact, now all you need to do, Galamsey, today is a party card.
Okay.
You saw the party chairman flash a party card and the military man and all his team and their guns drop.
All right.
That is what is happening.
Okay.
So, Moro, what we are saying is there are those issues. But me, as for my party, we have always been in such contests.
Okay.
The contests have always been hot.
Okay.
Very interesting.
All right. So,
but they always end up, the candidate comes out and we are fine.
That's fine.
And anybody
let's start the conversation with this statement, which has been issued by the party. Let's start with this. And we have just 10 minutes to go. So let's 10 minutes. All right. Please dash him the 10 minutes. Doc.
No, I want to make a comment.
Oh, don't worry.
We are for immediate release.
They are giving black out to other candidates, aligned persons. That is what they are going to do. You see, they are fond of doing it. They have been doing it. You see, if the communication officer is aligned to somebody, the one in charge of communication is aligned to somebody, he is the one to assign. Do you think he will give a room for those who are not aligned to him?
He will because all the people are NPP people, and we have eschewed.
We know your party.
We have eschewed the NPP's agenda. All these
we know your party. Afoko was slapped in 2020.
For immediate release. For immediate release. It's not from Afoko. This one is from the party.
All those years.
I know.
They slapped Afoko. You remember?
For immediate release. Yes. This one is for you. Even though you are not a member of the NPP. Yes. It says, New Patriotic Party to invite all presidential hopefuls takes disciplinary action against Bono Regional Chairman, Mr. Kwame Bafo Elias Abronye.
Yes.
The National Steering Committee of the New Patriotic Party is at its meeting on Tuesday, June 24, 2025, resolved as follows. 1. To invite all personalities who have so far publicly declared their intentions to contest in the forthcoming NPP presidential primary to a joint meeting with the Steering Committee and the National Council of Elders. The meeting, which is expected to discuss matters of mutual interest, is scheduled to take place on Thursday, July 3, 2025. Refers the Bono Regional Chairman, Mr. Kwame Bafo alias Abronye, to the party's National Disciplinary Committee for breaching directives of the National Council, cautioning him to refrain from making unguarded public statements. 3. Direct the immediate cessation of all caucuses or associations of present and former party executives, government appointees holding meetings with presidential aspirants in breach of party regulations. The party wishes to once again remind members of their constitutional obligations to protect party unity, to abide by and publicly support the party's decisions, and to refrain from engaging in acts that threaten party cohesion. Justice Kodia Frimpong, General Secretary. Now, this is not the first time JFK, as affectionately called, has issued a statement cautioning party people to focus, which is to build the party from the grassroots to the top, and to put people's personal ambitions aside, because if the vehicle is not strong, it doesn't matter who drives it. Now, if you read this statement, it's only a repetition of what has been said before. The only difference is the Abronye DC one. Okay, and also the invitation to the candidates for them to sit and talk. Let me find out from you, my boss, Ernest.
So Ernest is writing. Ernest is writing.
It's okay.
Yes. No worry.
Don't worry.
Can't the party? No, we have just 10 minutes. But can't the party just go ahead and crack the whip?
Our party constitution provides that if anybody infringes anything within the party, you go through the disciplinary process. So it's providing you a hearing.
Okay.
So by all means, you have to go through. The party can't just get up and say this person has done this or that, and therefore we are sanctioning you. So that's the first thing. That's the reason why he must be invited. But you see, the issue of Abronye, the question, it just links to the question you asked earlier. And that question was, if the person loves the party, will he be doing his personal agenda or somebody's agenda, or do the party's agenda?
Yeah.
And that's the issue of Abronye. He seems to have a personal beef with Kennedy Ejapong.
Yeah.
But if in trying to destroy Kennedy Ejapong, he belongs to the party. So the mud you are throwing at him is not sticking on Kennedy Ejapong alone, but also on the party that he seeks to lead, just in case we go to these primaries and Kennedy Ejapong emerges the leader. The mud that you have thrown at him at this time is going to be the weapons Doc and his team are going to use to fight the party. And that is why I believe the JFK is even like it's too late on taking this Ohia TV thing. Is a disaster. And these are leaders, and we have appealed. As for me, every platform I appear on, I start with an appeal to people within the NPP. Don't be the NDC soundbite. Kennedy Ejapong once said, you remember? And Dr. Baumia gave a lecture or whatever. Those are the things. What I am saying now, if I am right and you go and bring it tomorrow and you are using it to campaign, that's your business. But if I throw certain things at my own party, that's the problem. That's the problem I have with this Abronye thing.
Okay.
In a party, I have said it on several platforms. But in a party, you need the Abronyes. The hey. You need the cool-headed people who will sit in the back room, in the boardroom, and make the proper, do the proper mass. So the appear stadiums and things are there. We know the NDC paid certain bloggers. You paid them handsomely. They are fighting amongst themselves. So this information, they themselves are releasing them.
Your communicators are not fighting among themselves. Eh?
They bought things for them. I don't want to mention any name. I don't want any troubles. But by mentioning it, we know the people insulting and we know what you did for them.
Right.
But the issue is that when you need them, you needed them. The people who went on demonstration, even Asofo went on demonstration in Ghana here. You understand? We need them. Before you need the cool heads who will sit in the boardroom and make decisions. But if the things they are doing is creating problems for the people in the boardroom making the decisions, the fine line decisions, then you have to bring them to order.
All right.
You have to. So, Moro, this thing, I think they are late on this Abronye thing because the damage that is being done is huge. You ask and somebody says that I personally drove to one station and told them you can't do this.
Okay.
Once, I don't want to mention names, but you can't do it because you are destroying the party more than you are destroying the person you are attacking. So please, Moro, let's go ahead. The party has issued a statement. As for me, I pray that they will speak to him and he will listen.
Yeah.
And there are people. He has paymasters. His paymasters must speak to him.
Okay.
Oh yes. Okay. We know the NDC paid people. We are doing politics, so this is not. This is not church.
Agreeing is politics.
This is not church. This is politics, and we know that Moro will not just get down. I will not just get down and walk to this station and be speaking.
Definitely, if he has paymasters, then somebody has made the party leadership to sit and wait for him to destroy somebody before they call him to go. Because he's saying that it's too late.
They are throwing
meaning that they should have been proactive and call him from the first time. But they allowed him to go on and destroy the person's image and finish. And now you are calling him. Look, what is more bizarre?
Better late than never. Done.
What is more bizarre is their new directives to even elect a presidential candidate before even organizing their
This is where Atamil's advice.
Forget about
we
that.
Decide,
we need a very strong opposition.
Moro,
please.
Moro.
We need a very strong opposition.
Not his business.
Let me go.
Why?
It's my business.
We have gone to our
it's my
rooms,
opinion.
and we have seen that this mad slinging and this jet we are throwing at each other will destroy the party. In the moment we get our leader, the constitution is clear. The leader of the party will be the flag bearer.
Moro.
So we go and get it.
Do we have any precedent in this world?
Let's wait,
do we have any precedents in this world where a presidential candidate is elected before a party, branch elections, regional elections,
Innovation.
What innovation? Innovation is
always the
this.
first
You
time.
turn the table upside down to sit
NDC?
and eat, and you say it's innovation. The people who voted for your candidate to go and lose the elections are the same people who are going to
You
vote.
should be proud of this and be happy we are
That's
making
why
the
I say
mistake.
we want a very formidable opponent.
Go and think
if
of
you
yourself.
vote- if you-
The
if you go
decision
and
is
use
for
these very people,
our Congress.
It is
We
more
are
likely.
going-
It is more
the
likely
decision.
you select the same person.
Don't
and that
worry.
person has no ground.
That shouldn't be
I'll
your
be
worry.
I'll be the happiest man if he comes.
So be
Frankly
happy.
speaking.
Be happy. He will come and he will be happy. He will be happy.
You break your party the more, and we won't have
don't
any.
worry.
We won't have any very strong opposition to put us on our toes. The work of opposition is to put the government
These
in
people
power
are crying more
on
than
its
the
toes.
bereaved.
You are not
We
working.
have our party. We
We
have
are
made a
not
decision
bereaved.
how to
We
how
want
to
democracy
take care
to
of the
prevail.
party.
We
And
want
you are
democracy to
saying
prevail.
you
Are you going, when you
Okay.
select new police
You-
station
you-
agents,
Go
executives,
and tell-
regional executives, national executives,
Please.
are they going to rubber stamp whatever you bring? Because they have no power again. The
Bro.
power of those executives is to make sure they form the regional the constituency
But
executives.
say they are fine with that.
No. You don't reverse the hierarchy.
So how come that all of a sudden the NDC loves the NPP more than the NPP?
Not that we love, we want democracy to. What we are doing
Which
is not
kind of
democratic.
democracy? If
It's
you
not
want
democratic.
democracy, you see,
It's not
bro,
democratic. You are
the
giving
things we
opportunity.
here are happening
You are
in the
giving
NDC.
opportunity to the current executive
Go and solve
to
them.
nominate
Go and let
to
the
elect a
SS
presidential
people
candidate.
eat food that has meat and chicken. Go and let. Those are the things you promised the people. You didn't promise Ghanaians that
we
you
are
are
doing it,
coming.
though.
No,
We
you
are doing
didn't
it, but we
promise
need a
Ghanaians that
formidable-
you are coming to power to come and let the NPP be better. You have told the people you are coming to power to stop Galamsey. You are coming to power to ensure that my SHS child
You are
is
lucky.
eating
You are
better.
lucky you are sitting here
coming
today.
to-
You are lucky you are sitting here today. Perhaps you are aligned to those who are directing.
No
And
problem.
they have their candidates.
It still doesn't
Perhaps
concern
you
you.
are perhaps you are aligned to those directing.
Why are you worried?
And you are following their
about
candidates.
we
Ernest, thank you
doing
very
the right
much.
thing?
Ernest.